let you sleep.
Okay. Could have slept more, but it's already late, so we should get around.
We didn't get to bed until after midnight last night. We didn't even get camp set up until after 10. Yesterday afternoon we ended up spending all afternoon. We found a campsite around 4 because it was windy. Then we had the whole incident with a horse. We had the rescue team out. They did a great job, and unfortunately the vet decided that the horse was in too bad a shape and they had to put him down. So it was a whole afternoon with a unfortunate ending. So we didn't even leave that spot until around 7 or just after. We drifted downstream looking for another spot to camp, and Carol did a little fishing and caught some fish and caught quite a few, and we kept a couple for dinner. Finally, wow, I'm tired. Finally we found an island, but it's really dense, a lot of vegetation, so we just set up the hammock. And it was raining all night. We set up everything up in the rain, so some of our stuff is a little wet. We made some dinner, and we didn't even make dinner until after 11 last night. And now we are getting up and around. There's a town not far up ahead. We're gonna stop. One last restock. Now we have to get just a couple things before we head down to Wildpics. And that'll be another day and a half to get there. Well, we could be there by the end of the day if the weather's good. But I'm guessing tomorrow morning. So, what do you think?
Yeah, let's get around.
Okay, I'm gonna pack up, head in, see if the shop is open. Okay, here we go. So this is where we set up last night. Just a tarp shelter with the hammock strung up in between. The problem on this island is about half the trees are all hawthorn, so they're full of thorns. So Carol waking up. It was raining, so we shoved a bit of our stuff underneath there. But we're right next to the river here. The rest of our stuff is all piled up underneath the canoe. Tight squeeze, but not a bad setup. Now, time to pack up. All packed up, ready to go. Let's get in the water, get in the canoe, and get going. Ooh la la. There's an apple for you, Carol. Should be all set up. Watch the pole when we get out. Here, hold on. Yeah, grab the canoe, because you gotta step down and make sure you're over your knees on your water. Or here, if I can get closer, maybe you can.
No, you can't because of the
Sticks, no.
Don't worry.
Okay. Watch your pants.
Nice cold water.
It'll wake you up in the morning. Okay. Let's get going. Let's get going. Ooh, clay. Nice clay. How much of that did I bring in the canoe? Okay. Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
We are leaving Banner, heading towards Wildpics. We stopped off here and I visited the crank house quick for some information, the marina, and went to the super value. So if you need to stop off and get some stuff, Banner is a place to do it before you head down to the lock. So nice little town. Wish we had more time to explore it.
Decided to have our lunch. It's very nice and quiet, very peaceful.
So far on this trip, we've cooked everything on the Bush Buddy. Good little system. Any of the Twix stoves seem to be pretty good from what I've seen, but we really like this one. It's great because you don't need to bring fuel with you. Now, when we're traveling, like on the river, or anytime we see some downed trees that look good, dry, we collect some twigs. For instance, this right here is about enough to cook our lunch. It probably will be enough to cook all of our lunch, which today is going to be a couple ribeye steaks because we stopped in a little town and they had a fresh butcher, and so Irish steaks. We're going to fry some mushrooms, some tomatoes, and have some cheese. But it's a really cool system because, I mean, from finger size to twigs and a little pile, and you have your whole lunch right there. Normally what we try to do is we keep about 1 kilo to 2 kilos of, about 1 kilo is I think what we got. And that's good for 3-4 meals. So anytime we find some sticks, we break them up, put them in a cardboard box or in a bag under the tarp, keep them dry. We also carry around, you don't need to do this, but because the Irish weather's so wet and half the time we're starting this in the rain, I picked up for €1 some firelighter bricks. So you just use a little piece of it, throw it in there, and it'll start right up. Good to have because, yeah, 90% of the time we've been starting this in the rain. Today is an exception. It's quite nice. So, great little system, especially if you're traveling and you don't know if you can get gas bottles, because we brought the gas stove, but we have not found a gas bottle yet. So this is cool. We like it. It's working out really well for us. So, but keep some dry twigs and you can cook anytime you want. Just a little salt and pepper. We've seen some amazing Irish beef cows everywhere we go. Great looking beef. Look at nice ribeye. I don't eat meat very often, but you gotta try it while you're here, right? So we're gonna try one of these. Well, actually, we're gonna each try one of these. A little olive oil. We don't have the grill, so just a little olive oil, real light. We both like it a little. No sense in killing it 3 times, right? See what happens. Get a little oil on that side, a little oil on that side, and after, mushrooms and tomatoes. One more time on that side. Ooh, yeah. Pushing garlic. So, what's the judgment?
Ah, very good. Very, very good.
Second course. What do we got?
Mushroom and tomato fry.
In beef juice.
In beef juice, yeah.
Shannon River shortcut was ending up with a dam. So we need to figure out how we're going to do that.